Being autistic doesn't mean that you have a disease or an illness. It simply means that your brain is functioning in a different way from that of others. Like they say, once you have autism, you have it for the rest of your life. Unlike many other diseases or illnesses, autism does not have any medication and is not curable. Many times when we think of a disability, we normally think of one physical in nature. However, autism is also considered a disability, except it is considered a developmental disability, a neurodevelopmental disability, one which affects the way the brain functions. So, first things first, what is autism? Autism is a spectrum disorder, meaning it can present itself in a number of different ways. Unlike other disabilities, for example, stroke, persons with stroke have got general similarities. For example, if it's the left side which is affected, you'll find that the left hand and the left leg are not functioning well. But in autism, you cannot compare two different individuals because their presentations can vary a great deal. Now, the question is, what causes autism? Well, autism is not caused by bad parenting, neither is it caused by diet or vaccines. Autism is also not a disease that is transmitted from one person to the other. It just affects an individual as they are, and it is affecting the brain. When does autism develop? Well, children are either born with autism or it can be identified in a child while they are very, very, very young. How do you know that this child has autism? Well, autism affects a child's social and communication skills. It can also have an impact on their behavior. Several signs and symptoms can point to you that your child has autism. Some of the signs include the child loves to play alone, they could be hysterical at times, and intolerance to sound. Sometimes the child does not respond to her name, even if you call them. They could be depressed or be hyperactive. Many times, some parents report their child being so active, super active. Their child cannot just stay in one place, they're always touching this, throwing that. Failure to concentrate to one thing at a time could also be a sign of autism. Sometimes their intellect can also be affected. However, their intellect could either be below average, average, or extremely above average. Some of these children could be too intelligent. But having autism, does it mean that my child will be fully dependent on a carer? No. Sometimes some children require little or no help at all, while the other group sometimes could need full-time help every day from their parents or caregivers. Does autism get worse with age? One might ask. Autism does not get worse, neither does it change. Autism is not curable, but its symptoms could improve. Studies have shown that children who are autistic actually do create very good bonds with pets, so getting them a pet would be of help. Also, creating time for role play would instill in them good behavior. And it is also very important to praise good behavior and reward it, not just focusing on what you want the child to stop doing, but praising them and always encouraging the child to do what you want them to do. Physiotherapy also can help because it will help them focus. Since most times these children lack attention, physiotherapy is going to help make them be more responsive even as they are doing their rehabilitative play therapy. Being autistic doesn't stop you from living a good life. Like everybody else, people with autism also have things that they are good at and things that they struggle with. Once you have autism, it doesn't mean that you're not able to have a good life, you're not able to have a family or make friends. You can make friends, but sometimes you might need a little extra help here and there. Talking about intellect, some people with autism have got average intelligence or even above average intelligence. They could be very, very intelligent. At the same time, some persons having autism might have a learning disability, meaning they might need a little extra help in that vein. And because of that, if you notice there's any learning disorder or learning disability, you can take your child to a special education unit where they will be assessed and a learning plan will be designed specifically tailored for them. If you notice your child could be presenting with any of the above symptoms of autism, please rush and get medical advice from a healthcare practitioner. They are going to assess your child and refer them to relevant departments to be treated. For today, we will end here. Thank you very much for your time. Until next time, bye bye.